This autumn in London is very special to us. 3812 Gallery celebrates the first anniversary with this exhibition by Mr. Li Lei. Mr. Li Lei is a famous artist from Shanghai. He's not just an artist, he is a thinker, philosopher, poet, and he is also a great abstract painter. We are immensely excited to announce 3812 Gallery represents Li Lei in the international art market. This is also the first time for Li Lei to host his solo exhibition in London. I congratulate Li Lei for this wonderful show.
我这几天在伦敦，走访了许多的博物馆，看到非常多的精彩的作品。我相信，人类追求真善美的心愿是一致的。无论是西方还是东方，我们都在寻求人类内心当中最美好的那一部分。所以在我的这个创作当中，就是非常注重于画面和人的内心以及人的生命的节奏它的相应发生相应的关系，就是这样的一种强烈的色彩，怎么样让它能够包含在气韵成雄当中，包含在温润敦厚当中使得它非常的美丽非常的艳丽，但是呢又非常的高贵。
Calm contemplation plus. So you will see this is a diptych. On one side, you will see very expressive brushstrokes and also the use of colors on the canvas, which will also see the influence from the Western abstract expressionism. While the right-hand side one actually is a very minimalistic, just like one color. So two together will create a contrast between complexity and simplicity. On one hand, Li Lei actually is also devoted to Buddhism. That's why when we talk about the contemplation, it is indeed the practice of inner cultivation of the artist. So from the understanding of himself all the way through to the nature and to the universe.
但是我们的生命，我们面对的生命，它往往是它有现象那就是有一些表象。这个直观它是要去发现生命的内在的这样的一些真理，而家的部分，直观家的这个部分呢，恰恰是那种非常的丰富多彩的一个现象性的世界。那么当内在的世界和外在的世界，其实它在本质上它是统一的，但是呢，它表现出来的时候，却恰恰是有这个外在的世界和内在的世界。那么这样是我们整个宇宙世界的一种它的丰富性它的内在的规律，它的内在的本质。那么我们通过这样的一个作品呢，来提示大家去感受我们就是这个世界当中有内在的部分，也有外在的部分。
Part of this unity between the West and the East was revealed to me quite dramatically when we invited Sir Charles Samaras Smith, chairman of the Royal Drawing School, to Shanghai to spend time with Li Lei in his studio. And I think it was a revelation to Sir Charles to see how a Chinese artist worked in very similar ways to how a Western artist worked, both in a classical sense and also in a sense of modernity.
And the Royal Drawing School represents a very equivalent position to what's happening, I think, in Chinese ink painting, because in Britain, there was a long tradition of drawing. It was expected that at art school you learnt to draw and you were trained to draw. You could deviate from it, but the presumption was that you drawing was at the heart of artistic practice. And then since the war, gradually, people have decided that it's all about freedom and imagination, and that you don't need the discipline of drawing. So the Royal Drawing School was set up in order to re-establish drawing, but not in too precise a way. So it has exactly the same issue that Chinese ink painting does, of wanting to be relevant and attentive to the traditions, but not too much so, allowing a freedom of interpretation. And so I hope and have good expectations that the drawing school will be able to work in China, and Chinese will be able to come to London, and we'll develop a reciprocal relationship.